Hi, my name is Moran at the APCTC Super Conference, and I'm backstage with Raymond and he's about to teach us some of the amazing information that he's just taught a group of about 100 people, would you say, in that room? Yes. Cutting edge information, some valuable stuff, and he's going to teach us a few of the nuggets that we took away from that talk. So, Raymond, thank you so much for your time.
Oh, my pleasure. Basically, my name is Raymond Aaron. I'm a New York Times bestselling author, and at age 39, I was not only broke, my wife had just dumped me, and my boss had just fired me. I was 4 stone overweight. I was just in horrible shape. I was totally depressed, didn't know what to do with my life, and I was 100,000 pounds in debt and decided I got to do something. I've got to figure it out. All my dumb friends were rich and I'm smart, and I was broke, and I was just mad at the world. I didn't know what the heck to do. And I sat down and I said, okay, today's the day I'm going to change my life. And I drew a line down the center of the page, and on the right side I put rich, and on the left side I put broke, and I listed all the friends that I had who were broke and all the friends I had who were rich, and there weren't any. But I listed the people that I knew of who were rich, and I said, okay, what's the difference? Is it skin color? Is it native language? Is it height? Is it good looks? Is it gender? What on earth is it? Because I need to know this information, and so many people around the world want to know this information. What is it? And I could only come up with one thing. There's only one thing that differentiated those would struggle versus those that are rich, and that is whether you have a book or not. I said, oh my gosh. That's the difference, because it wasn't anything else. It wasn't height or skin color or gender or anything I could think of, or education or credentials or anything. And so I wrote a book. It wasn't a very good book, but in 1 year, from age 39 to age 40, I got out of 100,000 pounds of debt. First time in my adult life I was out of debt, and in 1 more year I was a millionaire, and I've never looked back. And I've now written 8 books. And every time I write a book, I get richer and richer and richer. And so I decided I'm going to help people write a book, because it took me about 4 years to write a book, and I didn't want my clients to have to wait 4 years to get rich. And so I've come up with a program called 10-10-10, where you write a book of 10 chapters in your own words in 10 hours of your own time. Honestly, 10 hours of your own time, and you're holding your finished published book in your hand in 10 weeks. In 10 weeks, and I've been doing it around the world. Thousands of people have distinguishment and authority and positioning and credentials and branding and wow, because they can say they've written a book. I used to say, hi, my name is Raymond, I'm a speaker, and people would say, that's nice, I need a beer, and they would walk away. And it's because I use the death word I'm a speaker, a dentist, a therapist, a counselor. As soon as you say you put yourself in the sea of sameness. And I want your members to be in the island of individuality. And they get there by getting out of the sea of sameness, by branding themselves in some unique and interesting way. And the most powerful way to brand yourself is to write a book. And everyone can write a book. There's other ways to brand yourself. You can be the ex-president of the United States, Bill Clinton. He charges $250,000 for speeches. But unless you have a gold medal or you've won a Nobel Peace Prize or something, you don't have the achievement. Unless you are best friends with Nelson Mandela, you don't have association. Like, there's lots of other ways to get branded. But the way that's available to everybody, the way that's available to every single person, is simply to write a book. And I teach you how to write it. And all the ideas that people have, I don't know enough, I'm not smart enough, English isn't my first language, all that stuff, I've overcome it because I've been on stage for over 30 years teaching people how to be branded by writing a book. So that's what I do, and I wowed your audience. They loved it.
Wow them.
The people rushed at the end, say, oh my gosh, I want to be your client, teach me, teach me, teach me. It was so thrilling, but not thrilling for me from the ego point of view that people want me, thrilling because my message got through, and your members are now going to be distinguished. Their income will rise, they'll have less downtime, they won't have to give discounts, they won't have to give the first hour for free, and all that crap that people do who aren't branded. And it's going to make a huge difference to the members of your organization. You've
just wowed me again. I don't think I've got any more questions. One question I would like to ask, what's it like to have a millionaire's lifestyle? What really inspired me from your talk was that you have 1 week vacation every month.
I take a week vacation every month and a 1 month vacation every other year, because I notice that when I work really hard, I get rich. And when I go on vacation, I get rich. So I go on vacation.
So you're really living it. You've created that authority. You've wrote your book. You're out there living your life of your dreams. Another really important thing.
There's a lot of people who are rich who don't go on vacation. They're rich and they work 14 hours a day. They don't live it.
Yeah.
And I teach you how to have not just the wealth, but the lifestyle that you want. Not just the wealth. Lots of people, they're wealthy, but they're working so darn hard. They get ulcers. They lose their spouse. They don't see their kids growing up. You might as well be broke.
They're rich and unhappy. Yeah. And another great thing that you've got as well, which I love when I hear great speakers speak, is the contribution. You've got a foundation.
I do. It's called Eyes of Children, and the website is eyesofchildren.com. And I fund operations for underprivileged kids in war-torn areas so they can see for the rest of their life. And unbelievably, it costs as little as £25 for me to be able to have eyesight for a child who otherwise couldn't see. It's unbelievable. The ophthalmologists donate their time, the local village puts them up and pays for their food, and all I pay for is the physical tools they need, like the needles and the sterilization equipment. £25 and a kid can see. If my child was at the risk of losing her eyesight, I would give anything. And all I have to give is £25 for a kid to see. It's insane.
Crazy. Yeah, thank you so much. And by becoming an author, creating that wealth and living the authentic millionaire's lifestyle, you've give back and done that contribution. Raymond, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Wowed again. My name is Brett Moran from the APCTC. This is Raymond Aaron. If you want any more information, just click the links underneath this video and, come and connect to us, connect with Raymond, add him on Facebook, and be wowed and invest in your time, in your legacy and your book to take it to the next level.